Hello everyone. It's getting dark here in western North Carolina, but we were working around the homestead today, and we were outside earlier this morning, and I ran across something that thought would be interesting to share with y'all. A little bit of heritage, a little bit of tradition from here in the Blue Ridge, and something you can have some fun with, and also something that would be helpful if you're interested in trapping or would use trapping on your property or on your retreat. What you see here is what we call here in the Blue Ridge a rabbit box. It's a box trap, homemade, handmade. I've had this one for 2 or 3 years. If you'll see, it's about 2 foot long, and you can see the door and everything. It's just made out of scrap lumber. I made this one out of a pallet. I just took an old pallet apart, sawed it up, built it. My dad showed me how to make these when I was a little boy, and I had loads of fun catching rabbits. Of course, you'll also catch squirrels and raccoons and a possum every once in a while, and if you're real unlucky, you'll even get a skunk. Anyway, if you'll take a look, this is the trigger, and all it is, I had to make the trip mechanism. I had to recut it again, but all it is a mechanism that comes through this hole and it hooks underneath, and I'll show you how that works in just a minute. With this piece is stationary, and then this rod connects the door. Now all it is just a wooden door with a roofing tack stuck in it, and then I cut these out of just poplar branches and things like that here in the woods. The idea is that you take a bait and put back here at the very back of the trap, on the inside of course, and we use apples here. That seems to be what rabbits like the most around here where we live. So they'll smell the apple, they'll come in through the door, and they'll work their way back, and as they hit the trap, the trigger, it drops the door, and the rabbit, squirrel, raccoon, possum, or skunk stuck inside. When you see the door closed, you know something's in your trap, and you go take care of it. I want to show you how these pieces look. This is the actual trigger mechanism. You can see this is tapered and cut flat here, and you can see a square notch here. This tapered end just drops in this hole and hooks. And then when you hook the fork into this, pick it up, balance it. That's something that's very important. And you're set. You're good to go. Now you see the door setting a little bit of an angle right now. Turn that rod over, put the fork on the other side. Sometimes it makes it flatten out. It will on this one. But that's the rabbit box, or as we call them here, a rabbit gum, G-U-M, because in generations past, the old timers used a sweet gum tree to make these out of, and a sweet gum tree by nature hollows out as it gets mature. Well, when the wind would blow one over, they would cut a 2-foot section off of it and they would burn it out real good and clean, and then they would just put an end on it, and they would fix a trap door on the front, and they had a natural log that the rabbits would go in and out of. So the old timers called them a rabbit gum, which we still call them here in the Blue Ridge today. But for all practical purposes, it's just a homemade box trap. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if by chance I'm too late and this doesn't show up real good and you want to know more about it, just send me an email. I'll be glad to send you instructions or send you anything else you need to know about it. God bless you.